Politics didn't lead me to working folks. Working folks led me to politics. I was standing with American workers on the streets of Chicago 20 years ago, and I'm running for president because I don't want to wake up 4 years from now and see that our workers are still being denied good benefits and decent wages while the lobbyists and special interests stood in the way of the change we need. I'm running for president because I know what it's like to see a mother get sick and worry about maybe she can't pay the bills. I know what it's like to go to college on student loans. I know what it's like to have to scratch and work and claw to build a better life for your family. And I don't want to wake up 4 years from now and find that the American dream is still out of the reach for so many ordinary American families.
We had something called the American dream that our parents established for us, and we see it slipping away. Jobs, that's a part of our dream. We always had a dream we could have one. Now the jobs aren't so good and unemployment's up to 6%. There's only one candidate running for president that will correct that situation by supporting the Employee Free Choice Act, and that's Barack Obama.
If we organize, we can build a 21st century economy. An economy in which workers will have the Employee Free Choice Act and be able to get organized so that they can get better benefits and pay for themselves. An economy in which our trade policies are designed to help all workers and not just Wall Street. That is something that we can do right now.
We have a lot at stake we can't afford to lose. Because if you don't have any fresh ideas, then you use stale tactics to scare voters. If you don't have a record to run on, then you paint your opponent as someone people should run from. And brothers and sisters, we can't let that happen. It's up to you. It's up to us.
If you don't get it, you're never going to get it. Our future and our children's future is dependent upon what we do over the next 8 weeks. This is the start. You must be registered to vote.
They are talking like they're going to look out for everyday Americans, and they're going to be sure that economic security is going to be protected and pensions are going to be protected. And yet I'm listening and I'm saying to myself, but wait a minute. You know, John McCain's an honorable person, great public service to this country, but I know what his voting record has been. His vote on issues of concern to labor and to unions, the ability of unions to function and be strong and to grow. He's not someone that's been looking out for everyday people, for working people.
John McCain is running an ad right now saying Washington is broken. I guess it only took him 26 years in Washington and a political campaign to figure that out. But here's the thing. I'm having a little trouble squaring his slogan now with his declaration a few months ago that we've made, quote, great economic progress over the past 8 years. Or his boast that he voted with President Bush over 90% of the time. Or his assertion that overall the American people are better off now than they were when George W. Bush came into office. Because I don't think that the 463,000 Americans who've lost their job this year are seeing the great progress that John McCain has seen. I don't think the millions of Americans losing their homes have seen that progress. I don't think the workers without pensions